Good. Okay. So I'm going to share this in Microsoft White. As you can see, I'll do this in Microsoft Whiteboard. The first two, I'm actually going to use synthetic division, mostly because we're dividing by x minus something. I mean, you could do polynomial long division there if you want, but you know, we don't have to. So, all right. Well, there we go. Okay. All right, so for the first one, notice that we're not missing any terms in f of x, right? So we don't have to worry about using 0 as placeholders. You know, we don't have to do that. Okay. That's good. Same thing with x minus. You know, we're not missing any terms there, so we don't have to use 0 as placeholders. Okay. Now, since we're using synthetic division, okay, here's the setup. Let me just see if we can make this work. There we go, there we go. So the 4 from x minus 4, you know, I wrote that first. Okay. Next is the 4, that's the leading coefficient of f. So that's this 4. Then we have the negative 1 from the x squared term, right? Then we have the minus 14, as you can see. And then, let me just clean, let me just do this. There we go, okay. Okay, and then we have the constant term, which is 24, okay? All right, so what do we make another row, right? Remember, we make a grid like this. So this 4 comes down, right? So what happens, we multiply, right? We're gonna multiply 4 times 4, that's 16. That goes here, as you can see. 16 plus negative 1, that's a 15, right? So that's what we get here. Then we repeat the process, right? We have 4 times 15, that's 60, that goes up here, okay? Then we have 60 minus, negative 14 plus 60, that's 46, as you can see. Okay, so then what's next? Well, we multiply 4 with 46, that's 208. Wait, is that right? Let me double check my notes. Nope, that's 200. No, excuse me, it's 184. Sorry, my mistake. That's 184. And if we add that to 24, now we get 208. There we go. And now, of course, we stop. There's no columns after that. Okay, these first 3 numbers, okay, right, you just leave it as 4. If it's x, someone asked, when you're doing synthetic division, you don't take the negative with 4. That's right. If you have x minus 4 or x minus a number, you just take the number. If we had x plus 4 instead, then it would be negative 4. So, good question. Someone asked that, so good question.
What is that where the other 4 is coming from in the column? From the,
I'm sorry?
Is that where the other 4 is coming from in the column?
Oh, here, let me help.
Minus 4.
This comes from here. That's what this 4 is.
Okay, okay.
Okay, and this leading one is here.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, any other questions? Okay, good questions that people are asking, so. Okay. Awesome. All right, so these numbers here, down here, these are the 4, 15, and 46. Those are the coefficients of the quotient, which is 1 degree less than f, the dividend. So so the quotient will be degree 2. And I'm gonna call it q of x. I hate, come on, there we go. And that's gonna equal to 4 x squared plus 15x plus 46. Just made it. And the last number, the 208 in this case, that's the remainder. That's 208. I don't know if they can see that, so let me move it up. Okay, so that's what we get here. I mean, you could do, if you wanted, you could have done polynomial long division, either one. This one you could do, excuse me, you could do synthetic or polynomial long division. Okay, any other questions about this? Yeah, I really hope it makes sense. Okay, let's do the next one then. Okay. So let me move it over. So the next one, you're dividing by x minus 6, right? So here, of course, it's the same thing. You can use synthetic division since, excuse me. So we'll use synthetic division, right? So again, it's x minus 6, right? So we just use the 6 in synthetic division. You know, if this was x plus 6, then we would have to use minus 6 instead of 6. Synthetic division is set up for x minus a number. If you don't have that, you have to do some manipulation. Okay. Now for f here, let's list the coefficients. If we have a missing term, we put 0 as a placeholder. So for the leading coefficient, that's a 1 here. Notice there's no x to the 4 term, right? Because of that, we have to use 0 as a placeholder. Okay? So this is x to the 4, that's what the 0's for. For degree 3, we have minus 4, x cubed, so the minus 4 is next. 2x squared, that's next, that's 2. 2, that's for the coefficient. And then for the x, that's 4. And then for the constant term, we have a 7. Okay. I hope that makes sense so far. Okay. Okay, so again, what do? The 1 comes down, right? And now we multiply. 6 times 1 is 6, that goes here, right? And we add 0 plus 6, that's still 6. Six times 6, right? That's going to be 36. 36 goes here, right? Let me actually do this. 6 times 6, right? That product is 36. That goes here. Hope that helps. Negative 4 plus 36, that's 32. Okay. Now we do 6 on the top left times 32. I think that's, let me see. What is it? It's 194. No, that's not right. It's 192. There we go. Okay. And then we add 2 and 192, right? We get 194. Like so. Okay. Just erase this red mark. Okay. Good. Okay, so next we have 6 times 194, right? What is that going to be? That's 1,164. And no, I didn't do that in my head. So from here, we add that to 4, we get 1,168. Okay, almost there. Finally, we do 6 times 1,168, and we get 7,008. And then adding it to 7, we get 7,015. Okay, that's what we get here. Right, and again, just like before, here, let me do this. These are the coefficients of our quotient. which in this case is degree 4, since f, the original polynomial, was degree 5. The quotient's going to be 1 less if you use 1 degree less, excuse me, if you're using synthetic division. So our quotient, q of x, oh wait, hold on, come on, right? That's going to be x to the 4th, right? Because again, f was degree 5. The dividend, f of x here, that's degree 5. So the quotient's 1 degree less here in synthetic division. So it's x to the 4 plus 6x cubed plus 32x squared plus 194x. Finally, plus 1,168. And the remainder, of course, actually, wait, let me do this. Let me just move it over just to be consistent. The remainder is just that constant, 7,015. Oh, I don't dot ones, I'm sorry. So that's what we get here. Okay. Are there any questions on this?